What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Nevin the Barber, and in today's haircut tutorial, I'm going to be covering a high drop fade with a beard fade and lineup as well. So to get right into this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and use the number 2 guard on my Sabre 2.0 clippers, followed by using my Gamma Instinct trimmers to set in my first initial bald line. And as I mentioned, this is going to be a high drop fade. So I went ahead and started my first initial guideline at the top of my point of reference, also known as the top of the C-cups. So with the high fade, there is no C-cups. And I went ahead and dropped this right beneath my client's occipital bone on the back of his head. And the reason I do this is because I want to give contrast to the back of my client's head, and I don't want his occipital bone to protrude out a lot. So just keep that in mind whenever you guys are doing a drop fade. Make sure to do a scalp analysis on your client so you know exactly where to drop the fade on the back of their head. And now that I got that guideline put in, I'm going to go ahead and use my Gamma Instinct clippers with no guard lever all the way open. And I'm taking this next guideline up, going up about an inch. And I want to make sure to give myself enough space with each guideline that I make. That way my fade isn't too compressed and I can get a nice, clean, blurry transition. Same thing on the beard. I'm creating about a 1-inch guideline fading down into my client's beard. And I'm just doing lever play, flicking out that guideline just because I'm working with such a small amount of space on the side of my client's face. And now that I have that guideline set, I'm going to go ahead and put the 1.5 guard on my Sabre clippers. And I'm following this guideline up, doing some clipper over comb up into the parietal ridge area, connecting the parietal ridge into the crown. And the whole reason why I do clipper over comb is so I don't have to use the number 3 guard or the 2 guard. So it basically just saves you guys a couple steps. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the half guard on with the lever all the way open. And I'm just going to begin attacking that middle guideline, blending the 0.5 into the 1.5. So essentially when you guys are blending these guidelines out, you want to keep in mind that the fade happens from the 1.5 down to the 00. So the half guard is really what's going to make your fade look blurry. So you really want to take your time with this step, ensuring that you can get the cleanest transition possible. And I'm just closing my lever as needed. Some of your clients may have thicker hair, some of your clients may have more dense hair. So, just be patient with it. And you also want to pay attention to the growth pattern of your client's hair. Sometimes they're going to have cowlicks or hair growing out in different directions. So in that case, you guys just want to angle the clipper in which the hair is growing out of the scalp. And now I have no guard lever all the way closed. And you guys can see that before I started erasing this last guideline, I went ahead and lined up my client's vertical bars. And the reason why I do this is so the lineup has more contrast and more sharpness to it. If you guys haven't tried this yet, feel free to try it out and let me know if it works for you. But I'm just gradually opening the lever as needed. This is the only step where I go from lever closed to lever open. And I do have these clippers right here, 0-gapped. I highly recommend using a 0-gapped clipper when doing this, only because it'll make the job that much easier for you guys. And if y'all do want to save any money on the clippers that I'm using in this video, feel free to use my discount code NEVIN10 on the Gamma or Stylecraft website. I'll be sure to leave both links in the description for you guys. But you guys can see how I was able to get a nice clean transition just by doing these few simple steps. If you guys have learned anything in the video so far, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do drop weekly barber tutorials for you guys, so if there's any haircuts that you guys want to see in particular, feel free to drop them in the comments and I will try my best to get them out for you guys. And right here with the lever all the way open, I'm really just detailing out any last dark areas that I see. But you guys can see that there's no lines anymore. I was able to erase all guidelines that I put in. And it's really all just a matter of being patient with the system that you guys use. At the end of the day, there's really no right or wrong way to cut hair. This is just what works best for me, and I've been using this system for a couple years now. So if you guys have been following me, you all know that I only use the 1.5 guard and the half guard for my fading system. And right here, I'm taking my trimmers to edge up my client's beard. And one more time with the half guard, I'm just blending out that last guideline on my client's beard. I'm basically doing the same exact process that I did with the fade, except I'm going in reverse on the beard. But it's pretty self-explanatory, as you guys can see. And I'm just taking my trimmers, making sure that I don't push my client's beard line too low. Just like nobody likes a pushback hairline, nobody wants their beard pushed all the way down looking like a chin strap, especially if they already have a full beard. Most times your client is going to want to keep it pretty full, but just ask them and see what they want to do with it. And I'm just going to follow that guideline using my razor, ensuring that I stretch the skin when doing so. And just like that, I was able to complete the right side of my client's fade. I'm going to do the same exact steps on the left side. So I'll first set in this first initial guideline. This is my 00 line, also known as my bald line. And like I mentioned, this is a high drop fade. If it was just a regular high fade, I would have just made this guideline completely straight. But, since my client wanted to keep more bulk on the back, I recommended that we drop it beneath his occipital bone. And now that I got that guideline set, I'm going to use no guard with the lever all the way open on my Gamma Instinct clippers. And you guys can see that I went up about 1 inch when creating this guideline. You guys don't want to make your guidelines too small, only because the fade is going to look very, very compressed and it's not going to look blurry when you guys are done with the steps. Same thing with the 1.5 guard. I went up about 1 inch, and now I'm just following that up, doing some clipper over comb, as I mentioned before, so we can blend up into the parietal ridge and the crown area. And I'm just following that guideline, cutting the hair with the grain, and you guys can see that there's no guideline anymore. Now all I really have is my bald line and my 0.5 guideline. So now I'll begin attacking that 0.5 guideline with the half guard all the way open. So the clipper is now cutting the hair equivalent to a number 1 guard length. But as I mentioned, I do not use the number 1 guard. I only use the 1.5 and the 0.5. And if you guys haven't tried this system out, feel free to try it out and let me know what you guys think in the comments. If it does work out for you guys, please let me know. I do appreciate any feedback. Same thing with the beard. I'm just creating my guidelines, going down, doing the same exact steps, just going in the opposite direction. And before erasing that last guideline, I'm going to go ahead and line up my client's vertical bars. And as I mentioned before, this really just makes your lineup pop out a lot more. Sometimes when doing a high fade, you may find yourself cutting too much hair by the lineup area. So just keep that in mind. If you guys line up the vertical bars prior to erasing that last guideline, it will make a very big difference. And right here, just erasing my last guideline using no guard with the lever all the way closed. And this is the only time in the haircut where I go from lever closed to lever open. All the other steps, you guys will find me going from lever open to lever closed. But you guys can see that I was able to effortlessly erase that last guideline. As I mentioned, I do have all my clippers zero gapped, so that does make this process a lot easier for me. And now I'm just taking my trimmers, lining up my client's beard, trying to keep it as natural as I possibly can. And just like that, I was able to give my client a nice clean beard edge up. Now I just got to follow it up with the razor blade, cleaning up all that extra stubble on his cheeks just to make everything pop. And it's really all these small details that really brings your haircut to life. And same thing on my client's hairline. I went ahead and took my razor blade and cut all the little baby hairs on his forehead against the grain. And basically against the grain just means going against the growth pattern of my client's hair. Since his hair does grow downward on his forehead, I went ahead and brought that razor blade up against that growth pattern. And right here, I'm just cleaning up underneath my client's neckline. Again, creating my first initial guideline with my trimmers, followed by my shaver. And just like that, I was able to give my client a nice, clean, blurry, high drop fade. Once again, if you guys learned anything in this tutorial, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please be sure to turn on post notifications. That way you guys don't miss out when I post again. But it's been your boy, Nevin the Barber. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.